para Asuntos Dominicanos. Estamos anfitriones de la juramentación del nuevo presidente de la Mesa Redonda Nacional Dominico-Americana. We are hosting in this 18th Conference on Dominican Affairs the swearing in of the 10th president of the Dominican American National Roundtable. And from CODA to DANR, welcome. We are most honored to host this special occasion.
Thank you. And now, let me go on the dais of someone who has represented us. He doesn't need an introduction, but it's important to say that he has always been on the call. When we call him, he comes, because he knows where the community needs it the most. And today, he's here with us to administer the oath of office to the President of the Dominican American National Roundtable. And we are really proud and happy to have our U.S. Senator, Bob Menendez, with us today with this part of the program. So please let us welcome him with a big round of applause to administer this important, historic swearing-in ceremony here in Newark, New Jersey. Thank you, Senator.
Well, thank you. Muy buenas tardes. Bienvenidos a todos, incluyendo a esos que no tienen el privilegio de decir que New Jersey es su casa, ¿no? Para nuestros visitantes de otras partes de la nación. Thank you very much. I'm thrilled to be here again. Dr. Montilla and I were talking. I think I was here at the first, and I have been here virtually at every one of the roundtables. I may have missed one during the course of 18 years. But I think that speaks volumes of the importance of the community and the work that you do. I was looking over the agenda, and it was a great agenda. And I saw one of the topics, playing hardball politics in the United States. I happen to be an expert in that regard. So I'm really thrilled. I said, that must be Dr. Montilla's thinking to put that particular element. But it's an example of the progression and tremendous success. And before I introduce your new president, let me just say I am so proud of what Dominican Americans have done in our state and in our country. It's just, if you look at every part of our society, if you look at the medical professions, if you look at the entrepreneurial spirit, the business people, if you look at those who actually serve our country in the armed forces of the United States, if you look at those who are involved in education from the community, and an incredible growth in a short period of time in terms of those who have been elected to public office at the local, county, and other levels beyond. Certainly, my friend and colleague from New York, Adriana Spayat, is an example of that. I was with him earlier in New York City. It's an incredible expression of the vitality of the Dominican American community here in the United States. And I am glad that we come together because we are in a challenging time in our country as a broader Latino community. Every day that I am in Washington and I hear the words of our present president, I shudder. We are a nation of immigrants. One of the elements of American exceptionalism is that, in fact, we have brought people from different parts of the globe to come to the United States, and through their intelligence and commitment and hard work and sacrifice have helped build this nation into the most exceptional country in the world. And when we forget that history, and when we seek to divide people based upon the color of their skin, who they love, or where they come from, we are moving in the wrong direction. And so this whole element, as we go into the Senate this week to debate and hopefully pass an opportunity for young people who were brought to this country through no choice of their own, whose only flag that they pledge allegiance to is that of the United States, whose only national anthem they know is the Star-Spangled Banner, whose only country they call as their home is America, the dreamers. I hope that we will come together and raise our voices and get 60 votes in the United States Senate to have their dreams be realized. So your work is incredibly important, yes, to the Dominican American community, but also to collectively our country. Now, let me introduce, and it's my privilege to swear in your newly elected 10th president of the Dominican American National Roundtable, Bishop Alejandro Benjamín. Bishop Benjamín. Bishop Benjamín has the academic credentials and a lifetime of experience needed to succeed in this role. Like so many of us, he came from humble beginnings. He was born in Barahona, an old town in the southwestern region of the Dominican Republic. In the 1970s, he immigrated to the United States and built a life in New Jersey that is emblematic of the state's incredible diversity and that immigrant experience I was just talking about. Today, Bishop Benjamín is a professor of sociology at Bergen County Community College, where students benefit from his experience in community building and individual empowerment. And beyond the respect he commands in his academic field, he also commands respect in his community as the senior pastor of the Rock of Salvation Church in Patterson. He is an educator, a faith leader, a family man. He and his wife Yolanda have 3 great children, and they have every reason to be proud today. Simply put, the story of Bishop Alejandro Benjamín is a shared story by generations of immigrants who have achieved the American dream and made America great. Bishop, I wish you success. Look forward to working with you and to advance the priorities of the Roundtable, and I ask you to come up so you can take your oath of office. Repeat after me. I, in your name,
I, Alejandro Benjamín,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to perform the duties
of
the President
of
the National Dominican American
of the National Dominican American Roundtable.
I swear to uphold,
I swear to uphold,
carry out,
and
protect its mission,
objectives,
and Constitution.
I
I swear to abide by this oath,
swear to abide by this oath,
to promote and to bring
fruition
of the socio-economic
of the socio-economic
and political empowerment
and political empowerment
of Dominicans in the United States of America
of Dominican in the United States of America
and its territory, including Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Senator Menendez, for the honor of your presence and administering my oath of office, and for your proven leadership representing us and fighting for us all in Washington and across the United States. Thank you very much, Senator. I would also like to thank and recognize the Board of Directors of the Dominican American Roundtable. My board includes Chairwoman Dr. Maria Teresa Montilla, Vice President Dr. Miguel Hernandez, Treasurer Maria Trusa, Secretary Dr. Dan Padilla, and the National Youth President Jana Rodriguez. They are my executive team, and I have been member of the team along the past decade. I am going to be frank with you. I could not take the duties of this prestigious post without your support. So thank you, my executive team. Distinguished guests, dignitary friends, students, supporters, distinguished DANR members, and also the members of the National American Council, and the chairperson, Nestor Montilla, senior distinguished U.S. Senator Bob Menendez again, and the Assemblywoman Carmen de la Rosa, Julio Buridian, all the councilmen of here, Mr. Alex Mendez, Councilman in Patterson, Councilman Isaiah, and I believe he's here, Mr. Hector Lora, Mayor of Passaic, New Jersey. But no man could be actual anything without his family. So I have my nuclear family here, my 3 children, my wife Yolanda, my 3 children, Alejandro, Jessica, and my 4 grandchildren. Where are they? There has been a great discussion in this day around the table of all the statistical data that was actually presented. We are a significant number of people that live in this United States. For 20 years, this Dominican American National Roundtable has been an instrument of advocacy for that. I would like to summarize and say that at the present, Dominica has 75,000 small businesses, have more than 45 elected officials nationwide, including the first Dominican American elected to the United States Congress, Mr. Adriano Espaillat, more than 100 Dominicans appointed to different areas of public and private sectors, more than 100,000 Dominicans enrolled in colleges and universities, more than 700,000 students enrolled in elementary schools, thousands of professionals and entrepreneurs, and we are present in an increasing purchasing power, sharing more than $1 trillion of buying powers in the United States. I also want to say that we have been recognized among other sports, but recently we have experienced something that shakes our conscience as Dominicans. And now I would like you to join me in recognizing with a big round of applause a Dominican baseball player who has recently elected to be included in the famous Hall of Fame, who has inducted in the Hall of Fame for many contributions to baseball in the United States. He is recognized as one of the most electrifying and unconventional hitters of our generation. Please stand up with me and recognize our very own Vladimir Guerrero. That's what we are. We do it with your mouth and we do it with the bat. Thank you, thank you. Brothers and sisters, we are writing a chapter of immigrant story in the United States. We are shaping the role how we play in the United States. We have been in the process and we're taking part of the largest development of this country. We are determined to make our individual and isolated voice join as a power force. The focus of what everybody in America in reality could be do. We are not invisible anymore. We are not silent anymore. We are active and poised to keep fighting for our space in this country. This is a very important way to remember how this organization, the Dominican American National Roundtable, has done in order to be part of those achievements in our nation. We all agree that to carry out our mission, we need to continue building coalitions and partnerships as we have established with many organizations around the United States. Therefore, I would like to invite you, individually and in group, to join in our effort. I invite you to join our board of directors in helping our community to progress in the United States. Yo quiero invitarlo a que nosotros depongamos las diferencias que nos dividen, trabajemos en las cosas que nos unen para hacer de esta comunidad, para hacer de este pueblo dominicano, para hacer de este pueblo que se atreve a hacer coalición con cualquier otro grupo que esté interesado en el bienestar común, y yo le traigo mis destrezas, mi preparación académica y quizás lo más importante, lo que yo soy en realidad es un instrumento de Dios para hacer el bien en este pueblo. Así es que Dios le bendiga, Dios le guarde, y esperamos que podamos ser un pueblo poderoso en esta nación, en este pueblo. Cuenten conmigo, de adentro del corazón. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
Para hacer de este pueblo que se atreve a hacer coalición con cualquier otro grupo que esté interesado en el bienestar común, yo le traigo esa quizás lo más importante, lo que yo soy en realidad es un instrumento de Dios para hacer el bien en este pueblo. Así es que Dios le bendiga, Dios le guarde, que esperamos que podamos ser un pueblo poderoso en esta nación, en este pueblo. Un pueblo poderoso en esta nación. Lo que yo soy en realidad es un instrumento de Dios para hacer el bien en este pueblo. Así es que Dios le bendiga, Dios le guarde, y esperamos que podamos ser un pueblo poderoso en esta nación, en este pueblo. Cuenten conmigo, de adentro del corazón. Muchas gracias, Néstor, por esta oportunidad.
My president!